Hi guys, in today's video we're going to start again with the login screen. We can see we're into the 4th day of the welcome wagon. Let's collect that 20 silver promotion credits. Now we're on the last day of the year, but the thing is they do it 1 hour earlier. Over here, as you can see, it's just turned 11 and I'm still ahead of the day. But straight into it, we're going to claim those power cores. Then the ISO 8, that's the login screen done. Now I just collected the daily objective bonus energy for the campaign and the ISOs. You'll see it right here. It says campaign energy available there. I just claimed it now, so let's quickly get that done so we can get straight onto that. So what I'm doing is now is magic. That's in this character on the screen. Select this one because it's quite low in my opinion, as in the amount I have. Then I'm just going to max out all of those. So now for the rest of the day, I'm always maximizing this one. And you can see here, the lower the number is, the better it is for you, because then you maximize the game and campaign energies. And don't forget, this is a 24/7 game. So if you don't take that into account, you lose out on opportunities on gaining more characters, more benefits for your roster and so on. You can see on the screen, on the top left, Spider-Man Symbiote has a bonus on the top. I tried it 3 times yesterday. Unfortunately, I got 0, which is just a bit of a shame. But anyway, if I just press find, it's in the last hour at the moment in my time playing it right now. So I'm going to maximize this, pressing 100. Hopefully I get double the shards. Okay, I've got 2, so 2 times 4 is 8. So I got 2 of those. At least I got 8. I literally did do a lot of power cores for that. So 3 attempts, nothing worked. Okay, anyway, challenges, training day, maximize these. Now, having leveled up all those X Factor characters for Adam Warlock in yesterday's video, I used a lot of these L4 training modules. Now, it makes it more expensive to have a character leveled up without those modules. So it's good to have those maxed out. You can see here, getting some T2 abilities, T3 and then T4. Right, back to the home screen, go to the challenges, maximize this, 1, 2, 3. Now, Adam Warlock's event is ending, so be careful not to not get Adam Warlock. So yeah, and also on the screen at the moment, you can see these neighborhood watch characters, so that means double the city hero shards for the campaign characters. You can see here which one it will tell you. And if you can't see the names here, then another way to do it, go back to your roster, anyone with a bonus, and it has to be a city character. Okay, so if I scroll further down, let's just get another example. When you see bonus, there you go. That's Night Nurse. Further down, we got Punisher. Basically, the Defenders as well. Miss Marvel. It's only city characters. Spider-Man and obviously Ghost Rider and so on. Surprised Ghost Rider is a city-based character, but there you are. Right, so we've already done a few of the daily objectives. Let's just quickly claim these. Now, remember, these rewards are shown on the bottom of the screen. So, yep, we can claim that, no problem. We can claim that one again, no problem. And then fine again for that one, no problem. The reason I mentioned that was because certain daily objectives, you do get some rewards where it does have a limit. So you can see on the bottom right screen here, I've got ISO 8 campaign energy and I'm quite high up. And it's best to use these extra power cores, the ISO 8 campaign energies, because if you don't, then it just goes up to 500, and every time you try to get more use out of it, it just doesn't work in your favor. And again, on this one, I'm quite a bit off, so just about half, just under half really, but yeah, you get the point. So press 50 on this one quickly. As you can see, it's going to refresh in 40 seconds. So I'm just going to go back to a character that I know I need it for. Let's stick to magic. Go to the second one, press find, max out that's it. Perfect. Now, if I wanted to do it again, there you go. I will do 50 again, just get it a little bit lower. And I do prefer using the ones where you can see the stock is quite low compared to the other ones on the screen. All right, so if I go to the ones where it's 24, unfortunately there's 2 12s, but I'm going to have to go for it. I do prefer the ones where it's 24 because it has more T1 ions, which is quite useful. Now, back to the homepage. So, the event for Season Sorcery, which is through the Magic event, it's coming to an end. And on my side, it's in the last hour. Now, you can see what milestones are available with what items are available. Now, obviously, unfortunately, I won't be able to get 45. I got 37 out of 45, very close to the next one, but just unfortunately won't be able to get it. I have put my effort into it. I technically could have done more, but I was only, quite busy with certain events. So Blitz, for example, if I just maximize these, which I've done a little bit earlier, I could have got a bit more with the snowflakes on there. Same with the campaign energies. If you just go campaign, it goes bonus on all of them. That's because they all have rewards to do with the snowflakes right there on the screen, as you can see. Now, the higher it would have been up in the supply store, you can see in the snowflakes one, there's still 3 days remaining, but for now, even if you got certain amount of snowflakes, you will be able to still use it after the event, but you'd only have 2 days after it, or maybe even 3 days itself, however long it depends. So yep, that's that done on the homepage. Claim these objectives. Nice. Click the strike pass. There's 5 days remaining, depending on, again, your time zone. So yeah, maximize all these. Make sure you're doing all your daily objectives to get every single strike pass. These tokens here represent the strike tokens, and they reflects that. That's how it works. Okay, now there are some updates in the game. So if I show you on inbox, I'll go to my red. If I scroll further down, let me just find that particular one. There we go. Do you have power for the tower? So, coming soon is the Avengers Tower. You can see right there. Fight your way through enemies and up to the top of the tower to earn sky high rewards. Teal gear pieces, which is gear tier 16. Gold, so obviously that's just standard currency. Orange ability materials, which will improve your character's overall power. And then obviously and more. The ascent begins soon, so get ready. If I press go, it just seems to be going to the Blitz. Not sure why, but if I go to the home page, scroll down to, let me just double check if it's campaigns. It's not there. I did see it earlier. There we are, sorry, it's events. There we go, Avengers Tower. Now it starts in 50 minutes, so I will update you guys on my next video for that one. And when that does happen, if I press preview, it just goes back again to the Blitz. Now, if it is to do the Blitz, then we just have to go as strong as we can and just get your attacks in. That's how it works. Okay, regarding real-time arenas, even though I've maxed out on my daily objectives, if I was to go down, one of the objectives is to do the real-time arenas. There we are. Now, if I go back to the homepage, even though I've done the real-time arenas and I've maxed out, even though it's 1 day left, I had this at 3 days, all the free ones are done at level 100. Okay, now the thing is, if I don't do it and I think, okay, I've already maxed it out, what's the point? Here's a disadvantage. You don't get your strike pass tokens, so you don't get to have that. You don't get your snowflakes, and you don't get certain rewards there. So it's still always worth doing every daily objective, even if you've done it. Okay, so now I'm just going to go straight to Heroes Assembled. Scroll down to one of the earlier ones. I think it's this is the one. I've already claimed that one. Yep, quite ahead with this. So now we're just going to go through the character rosters and just be mindful that as it's coming into the new year in the next 48 hours, depending on where you guys are, 24 hours, whatever, you're going to know that you're going to see the Web Warriors team come into action. So luckily my Ghost Spider is 6 red stars, so that's crazy good. Really, really happy with that. Okay, if I go back on the home page, go all the way down to the characters at the bottom. So the grayed out ones means the characters I haven't got. So I'm literally 5 characters away from the entire roster, which is pretty cool. Now, if I go to these 2 characters, Spider-Punk doesn't have anything available yet. Nothing available. However, Scarlet Spider does. If you press find, you can purchase with real currency for 16,000 perfect clone orb fragments, or you can just go to the perfect clone orb fragments. Okay, so I can unlock a few shards here, and again, the minimum you can definitely get no matter what is 6, and then the highest you can get, depending on your luck, is 180. Now, for this character, you only need, on the screen, as it says, 45 to unlock. So just, if you want to get a little bit of a head start, you can, but it's up to you. Okay, now if we go to offers, scroll down, further down, make sure you do not forget these offers. It's always something going to be good there, every now and again. Anyway, 10 for that. Let's see which 10 we get. Miss Marvel, unfortunately, don't need that. And again, scrolling down. Do this every day. This is always 24 hours. This doesn't change. The one on the offers. Go back to supplies, claim that. That's that done. Okay, so augmented vibranium, don't need that. So this is the teal one. When it comes to the Avengers Tower, that's what that teal refers to. If I click that, it's these characters you can see on screen. My strongest characters that are all tier 15. Now, to get them to tier 16, that's what it refers to when it says teal. Okay, so happy with all the items. I don't really need certain ones. Scroll further down. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, I'm just quickly scrolling through these. Okay, we're going to claim the raid orb in the raids section. Okay, I've got all of these characters. Don't forget that the Ultimate Orb is going to be easier and easier to collect and claim once you maximize all your characters at 7 stars. So, scrolling through these. And again, I think the game developers should update this one, because purple ones are easy to get by. That's very expensive using Ultimate Orbs. Because even though I got 5,000, I can get these. They're not that good for what it's worth. At least they should be orange, in my opinion. Or they should have more options. And yep, and that's where we are. Okay, with the No Way Home character one, I've only got 30,000 out of 50. So I'm 20,000 away. It's in 10,000 increments. But it just seems harder than it is. Alright, and just bear this in mind. Currently, I'm on Dark Dimension 2, doing my own version now. I've uploaded videos previously, so if you want to check that out, how to do it, the videos are in my playlist. So I'm on the very last mission. I just completed mission 14 just in the last hour or two, and it took me 6 attacks. Mission 14 was a little bit harder than expected. 13 was just a walk in the park, 1 attack. Mission 14, 6 attacks. And then I'm currently on 15. I've only done a brief attack. The first wave, they just kept doing some big attacks, so I'm going to have to do that in my own time. So when I do launch this, hopefully, this avatar does get a change on his green ring. You can see on my screen. It's got a triangle onto the left, one to the right, and one at the bottom. Now, if I go to achievements further down, as I scroll, it will look like this, and I got one more attempt to finish it on to get these 2 little triangles at the bottom. That indicates someone who's completed it 3 times. Okay, and I am literally on the last mission. So we are covered on that now, and you'll hopefully see that in the next video, maybe next few videos at the latest, because I need to see how hard tier 15 is. Right, so the next thing, as we're doing this, and I just want to see if the Alliance War, I can give you guys some counters. And then just take it from there. So I'm just loading up the Alliance War. Okay, so in participation on the bottom left, if I press damage points, so I'm the second highest attacker on in the overall war. The opposition didn't seem to have done a lot of big attacks. Okay, there you are. Now if I go back, they've got 30 points, whereas we got 115. If you complete one opposition, it's 5 points. 5 points is based on, like for example, this 5 characters. If you beat all 5, that's 5 points, and then that's added on to the top. If you complete all of this room, that's 10 rooms in this one particular, under this one player, and the same again on here. So if you complete this one, that's 50 points on this one, 50 points worth in this one. Once you completed all of this room, so you get 50 points bonus because it says right there. And in this case, in the armory, it affects the global one. So 20% primary stats to all attacking allies and 10% bonus to military allies. So if the opposition can't defend this room in the armory, we get an extra 50 points added on top. on top of the points that we got for these ones. And then their stats are reduced by 20%. So that's a good one to attack. So if I just go further down, I did an attack earlier where I used my supernaturals against the Sinister Six, and I won them. As you can see, my health is there. And I did another one where I got my Black Order, as you can see right there, and I faced the Asgardians. So clean win as well. Well, except for Thanos, almost gone. But there you are. Now, just looking at this, it's best to clear a room, because what happens is when you see these little red circles here, it basically means as an alliance, myself, the leader, all the captains, we have the opportunity to put these red circles on here. If, for example, we look at flight deck 3, and this looks like a hard room, for example, if it was, I tap that once, it would mean everyone to target this. If I tap it again, it means do not target this. If it means clear, it means we're not sure yet. Okay, going back to Armory, you can see there's a little red flashing light there. That basically indicates someone is attacking on our alliance. So we've got an attack going on there. If I was to use an attack on my side, and I was to look at these two rooms, I'd say, okay, let's go to this one. Let's attack this team here. Now, this is not a proper team, but that's like a mercenary team. Don't know why the person's got Mordo there. But if that was the case, I will still use the same counter, what I'm going to show you. So I'd go to my roster, and then I'd use my opposition. So the one I'm going to choose in this case will be, let's see, will be the X-Force team. Now, I'm going to select that team. This is the counter for this team. It's not the direct counter for this one because Mordor's kind of ruined it for them, but it's still the team to fight against them. So let's load this. Okay, let it load. Alright, so yeah, you got to make sure that it's on ×3 because it doesn't help if you got, running out of time. So anyway, big smash attacks straight away, not even struggling. And then you go, I'm going to spread the attacks around because they do widespread attacks. When I refer to what widespread attacks, it means, just goes between multiple players on the opposition in this case. So yeah, this is just a straightforward walk in the park. Full health, hardly got anything. Now, I can attack here, or I can attack right in the middle for this particular one. Now remember, it's an adjacent type of attack. So if you do the middle, all three get attacked. If I did it one of the sides, one will get attacked and the other one adjacent to it. So be careful to plan your moves and where it's going to go. Straightforward attack. I went slow for that and it was less than a minute. So yeah, it's not really a good defense that was. So it's a straightforward walk in the park. My advice for anyone watching these videos is that if you're defending, make sure your teams are strong. Work on one full team at a time. And if you don't, you're just going to be an open target. And like, for example, this person's got a decent defenders team, but this team here is just not that good. For the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's just going to be a straightforward walk in the park. So I'm not going to be wasting my attack because there are weaker members in the alliance on our side who could easily take that on. I have to have the responsibility to make sure that I pick up the areas where we can lack. But that goes for the rest of the alliance, not just on me, but for all of us as a team. Okay. Next one, we will do. I'm not really sure about that one because they're weak. Okay, let's have a look. If I press attack and I scroll through, this is the defenders team, by the way. They're not really the popular team anymore. And again, years ago, literally 3 years ago when the game started, they were like the strongest team. I know, really crazy, isn't it? Right, so looking at my Black Panthers team, Wakandans, 460. Okay, let's just have a look. 460, there's a 651, that's smash mine. Okay, no, not looking at that. Not really too keen on that team. Okay, scroll down. Let's see who we can use without wasting too much. Okay, it's not really a team I'd want to waste my energy on, so I'm probably going to just save it at that. But what I will do is some video in the near future where I'll show you the counters directly for each team. So like, for example, this team here, I know off the top of my head, the AIM team, Advanced Idea Mechanics team, this team right there, Power Armor, straight away would win them. That's the easy one. With this one, Black Order, but again, you don't want to waste your attacks on something that weak. Yeah, but I'll cover those kind of videos in the near future. I think for now, that should cover enough content for you guys to develop your team. And yeah, definitely worth looking at building up your rosters. But like I said, when it comes to your rosters, last little part for the video, if you go to Blitz, this is just an example. I press change team, select a roster, and I'm looking at the Blitz one here, as it said here, save squad Blitz. If I go through my teams, you got a symbiotes team, perfect, they're a strong one. I built that one very well, all tier 15, great team. Then the X-Men team, same again, fairly decent team, not the best, but they're fairly decent. They don't need to be that strong because it's not that popular a team. The Wakandans you can see here, Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Order, and so on. And as I cover them, I will show you where we will need them to be at for you to get the best benefits for yourself. And as you can see, I've got teams like Supernaturals, Defenders, the Inhumans, X-Force, and so on. Fantastic Four. And you can see which teams will be as strong as they need to be for your benefit. And if you've got lots of good, strong teams, then you ain't going to struggle. And that's what we want. We don't want you to struggle. We want to make sure you're the best that you can be. So when you fight opponents, you're ready for the attacks. I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave it at that. Over and out. Oh yeah.